in this video I'm restoring this Weber shellbrooke pipe. You can see that the briar's in pretty good shape other than some buildup around the rim. The stem, however, has straightened out, was heavily chewed upon, and needs quite a bit of work. It's also oxidized. The majority of the work I did to this pipe was on the stem, using a small triangular file typically used for saw sharpening, but with pretty fine teeth. Here is most of the work I'm doing, just cleaning up the bite marks and smoothing it out. You'll notice I switched from a cross grain, taking off a fair amount of meat, to eventually draw filing with this. Once I finished getting the shape and cleaning up the bite marks and getting the stem mostly back where I wanted it, I switched to some fine sandpaper wrapped around the file. After I finished with this 220 grit sandpaper, I went through a series of micro meshes before taking it to the buffer. Here I use a little bit of rubbing alcohol to remove the buildup around the rim. You need to be careful with this. If the pipe was shellacked, the alcohol will strip the shellac off. It can ruin the finish on the pipe. However, for this pipe it wasn't a big issue. Next I move into using some Triple E on the buffing wheel, and then not shown is putting some carnauba wax on the other side of the wheel and buffing that out. I also missed a step in here where I bent the stem back to more of the original bend shape. I did that with first with water, which caused some oxidization and didn't really get the bend. Later I wised up and used a flame. You can see the brown on the bottom of the stem. I kind of like the look. It's a little bit of a horn look to it, but overall a mistake to try to bend it with boiling water. This pipe was a bit ugly before I rebuilt it, and not really a pipe I enjoyed smoking, mostly because of looks. However, after refinishing it and smoking it, I realized that it's really a very good smoker. It's now one of my favorite pipes for smoking Virginias and vapors.